Fuck. So what happened here? What did it do? It made another, fuck me. It made another Thailand luck of the draw. Ah! Wow. No, I didn't blow a gasket. I just don't like the guy and his attitude. And then he writes me fucking whining and crying about everything. They ripped me off. They did this. This girl did that. This girl did this. Ah, fuck. Twa, what's happening? How you doing, man? Good to be here. Yeah, my hip pain, I don't feel it. I got my adrenaline up. That's all right. I don't mind. Did you? You still see me here, you dumb fuck? Let me see something here. Wow, it's another one of his fucking, probably another one of his fucking channels. Oh, YouTube blew a gasket. I don't know. I think what happened was I was looking at what I don't even know where it stopped, which kind of sucks because I went off on the guy. I read what he said and all the shit. I don't know if it showed up at all or whatever, but whatever. Here's the thing. Just so that I love it. I get these messages now. Oh God. Jesus Christ. See, this is the thing, sometimes people get a little bit too literal. Let me just write this to Lori. Lori must be off now, I guess. Uh-huh. When you said you were going to go look, it went off. Yeah. I will tell you now that he tried to go through the back door and approach Archie to speak to you through me. It's your turf. Wait a minute. Now you're confusing me, Silkahorn. He tried to go through the back door and approach Archie to speak to me through you? Why wouldn't he just talk to me? You mean about sponsorship or about what? Oh. Well, what the fuck, man? He's a fucking moron. And I met the guy. I thought, hey, he seems like a good guy. He's a big old fucking, heavy guy. Seemed like a nice guy. Maybe he is a nice guy. Yeah, I banned him for being, he said some other kind of shit. I could go back in the log and look it up because I have a log of everything that has ever been said. But he got banned as NWO Elite Agenda. He got banned. Well, yeah, why would he go to you? And then, the thing is, he comes onto my channel, and I figured out who he was. And I was like, hey, dude, listen, just be cool and there won't be any problems. I don't remember why I banned you, but, what the fuck? So then he comes on here and, listen, I got the same thing up here. The other day I had Streamlabs up here instead of PayPal. The only difference is the little guys dance. I got the little thing down below, and I got the thing up at the top. You know, to me, it's more interactive. It seems like that's why people, that's why Twitch is better for creators than YouTube when it comes to them earning money. And, you know, why should anybody apologize for trying to make money to have a better life? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think that I'm going to go and like people think I'm going to go and find a job here in Thailand and work as a teacher? Well, that's not going to work. And then what? I'm going to go to some job and I'm going to go every day and I'm fucking sick or I'm fucking, you know, in agony and pain and I don't feel like walking around. You know, yeah, maybe I could. I don't know. And then what job would that be? Somebody has a great job they want to give me in Thailand. Believe me, I'll go do that. And I know somebody who has a job where he does some kind of customer service on the phone, and he does okay. And you know, if I found a job like that where I could just do it, I would probably do it. I'm not opposed to working. I'm a hard-working motherfucker. Believe me. That's the thing. But I make no apologies for using my knowledge or my hustle to try to earn a little bit of money. I'm not going to apologize for that ever. And like I always say, you think Floyd Mayweather apologizes for making $100 million instead of making $20,000? Of course not. Why? You know, and I'm not making $100 million. You know, these people here who bitch and moan about in Thailand, I mean, they don't realize that some of these guys, they're making $150, $200 a month. You know, let me do something. I think I'm going to try to do something. Hopefully, I won't go off. It'll be quick. Okay, because I think I'm allowed to do this now. I don't know if you can do this in the past, but I think you can do it now. Yeah, let it come up. Let it load. Well, you know, here's the thing. My buddy who has worked in the radio business for, I don't know how long, 40 years. How old is he? He's not that old. About 28 years or something like that. And he's the one who said to me, hey, you know, I really like what you do. And he put together a demo tape for me and sent it to the radio station where he knew it was a big radio station. And they're actually a part of a whole network. I think it's the iHeart network or something like that. I don't remember. He could tell me if I talked to him. He said, you know, let me put this demo to you or whatever, to these people, and you know, we'll put something together. So we sat down and went over it and put it together. And the lady who was in charge of all these radio stations says, you know, if he wants to come here and he wants to go through, say, a year of, you know, figuring everything out and learning what he needs to learn and everything, I think he could have his own show. And I was like, well, you know, what am I going to earn? And it was like $1,000 a month. And I was like, I'm not moving home for $1,000 a month when I got a family. And, you know, thank you very much, Twa. Appreciate it. And I said, I'm not going to go home and, you know, do that. I just can't do it. It's not justifiable, considering how much it would cost to move and to move my family there and the risk involved and all that kind of stuff. And the lady said, well, listen, anytime he wants to come, he can come. And, you know, we'll start him out on the weekends or whatever. It would be like $1,000 I think he said $1,000 a month. And it's like, you know, you do like 2 night shows and maybe you fill in once a week or something like that at night. Late night, you know, like 2 to 6 or something. And you know, a little while I was thinking about it. I really did give it some serious thought. And it just didn't turn out right. So I figure if somebody in that position, he's not blowing smoke up my ass, there must be something that I'm doing right. Which is, you know, for some reason when I talk, sometimes people like it. Or they hate me, or whatever it is. But it entertains some of the people, or enough people, to where, let me see this. This fucking page is really slow, this analytics. I'm trying to get this to come up here. And, you know, I do know I've been here a while, and while I don't know everything about Thailand, I mean, you know, you ask me a question, sometimes I'll be like, you know, I got to look it up, because I just don't know. Or I just don't remember, because there's shit that I don't think about all the time, and I don't want to have to remember it, because it clogs my brain up. I got a hard enough time to remember shit sometimes. Okay, here we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I don't want to get in any trouble with YouTube. Let me see how, I don't remember how to do. Where is it at? Okay. We're back on. So, now, I'm going to show something. This is the last 28 days, okay? Just so people know, you know. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Well, you know, you Longhorns, if you really, I don't know how much you know about sports, but I think you probably do know a thing or two. And, you know, the way that it works is the more you do it, the more accustomed you come to speaking and the less shy you are. Because if you watch the first videos that I did, I was like, hi, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. And, you know, I mean, I was nervous as shit. And now I don't give a fuck. Okay, so if you look at that, God damn it, son of a bitch. Why does it show that I'm offline? Well, maybe I'm not offline. I don't know. It says I'm still streaming. Okay, I guess I am streaming. Where did that go? Okay, it's up. Let me see this here. Why do I have 3 now and before I just had 4? This is not working very well today. The stream sucks, huh? Okay. All right. If you look there and you see the, damn it. I can't even see this myself now. You see right there, that is the last 28 days. So in 28 days, I made $243. Okay? Hopefully everybody saw that. $243. Now, I don't always make that. Sometimes I make more, sometimes I make less. But am I going to apologize about that? I am apologize for $243? I mean, come on. I ain't apologizing for shit. You can give me all the thumbs down you want there, fucking NWO, fucking Liam, William, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. But I'm not apologizing for jack shit. I mean, yeah, look on Social Blade. I mean, you know, it's not like I'm not making all that much money. And yeah, okay, I do get some PayPal donations and shit like that they don't show up there. Okay, great. But do the fucking math. I mean, figure it out. It's like I said before, I figured it out last year, and I pissed away on the trips and all the stuff where I went through Bangkok. And I shouldn't say pissed away. That's the wrong way to put it. I spent somewhere in the neighborhood of $18,000. That's for the trips abroad. That's for all the trips around Bangkok and all around Thailand. And around 18 grand. Now, you know, maybe if I'm lucky, I got back 10 grand. Okay? So I spent 8 grand of my own money. All right, well, guess what? I look at it like this. I got a discount on my travel because I bring travel and my information and my whatever the hell you want to call it, my entertainment, because I bring it to people. I really get pissed, man. I get so pissed when people bitch and moan about other people and how much money they make. So, you know, if a guy's a doctor, how much money should he make? If a person's a teacher, how much money should they make? Is it fair that some fucking idiot rapper who his music to me is complete dog shit, and I'm not going to name any names, but you got some rapper who's making millions of dollars and he's a complete fucking idiot and he's a poor excuse for a human being. And, you know, I'm not saying that all rappers are like that. There are good people out there. But I'm just using that as an example. Should they make a shitload more than a teacher? A teacher affects lives for generations. But see, people don't look at it that way. They look at it like, well, you know, I can get somebody else to teach and they're not bringing in that much money. No, they're bringing that much money, but they're setting up the future. And the future is where it's at, because if you got a bunch of dummies in the future, I hate to say it right now, but, you know, look at what the United States is going through. You got some idiotic shit going on in there. I wonder where that comes from. Maybe it comes from paying a teacher, you know, $20,000 a year, where they're scraping by and trying to be a decent teacher. And then finally they just go, you know what, fuck it, man. I can only care so much. I just don't have the energy because I'm constantly worried about being broke. You know, and I'm not in that position where I'm broke. You know, I don't feel like I have to apologize for it. But, you know, let me tell you something. Like right now, I got 1,000 baht cash. That's what I got right now, sitting in my wallet. The days of me having, you know, 50, 100,000 baht of cash in my wallet, those are long gone. When I worked in boxing, when I first got here, you know, yeah, I had some money then. I had more money. And sometimes I was stupid with it. You know, aren't we all? And, you know, this is the whole thing. It's like, I got a buddy who's got a couple 100,000 subscribers. He complains about how much he earns. But you know what? Nobody bitches and moans at him that he's earning money from his channel. Yeah, that's the other thing is, you know what? I'll tell you, listen, John O gave me this camera. It's a great camera. Fantastic camera. Most of the other cameras I've bought myself, or like my mother gave me 1 or 2 cameras, you know. But like when it comes to, hey, do I really need a Nikon, a full frame Nikon D850? Do I really need it? No, I don't. Now I could use it and it would help me quite a bit, and maybe afterwards I would say, wow, I really did need that. It really has done a lot for me. But do I really need it? No. You know, to me, what I need to make sure that, you know, my kids get into university. I think that's pretty much taken care of. And I need to make sure that, for me, what I want and what I need is I want to make sure that we have a piece of land and a home that is ours. That's the only thing. We got health insurance. I'd like to bump my health insurance up a little bit, but, you know, it's expensive to do that, and, you know, you do it when you have the money. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing that I really give a shit about now is having a piece of land and a house. That's the only thing. Everything else is immaterial. Yeah, I don't care. You know, whatever. Yeah, you know what really irritates me is that I fucking met the guy. He shakes my hand. Oh, I really like your stuff, man. Now, I could be wrong, but, you know, maybe there's 2 Liams. But believe me, I got a message from a couple of Liams, and I believe they're the same, but maybe I'm wrong. But, you know, one of the Liams is the guy I've made several videos about. I don't know if it's this guy. It doesn't matter. you know. And then, you know, like now I hear, oh, he's tried to go the back channel and try to get me to, you know, do shit for him. I ain't doing shit for that guy. I don't give a fuck about his $100. You know, because this is the thing. As much as I like money and as much as money helps, I do have some integrity. You know what I mean? Like, some cunt like that, if he came to me now and said, I'll give you $500, you do an ad for me on your channel, I'd say no. You think I couldn't use $500? Of course I could. Who couldn't? And it wasn't until Thailand when I felt this way. Before, I was like, I don't care if I'm poor. I don't care if I'm a printer and I make, you know, $600, $700 $700 a week. You know, just, to me, that wasn't great money, even back then. But it was a livable wage. And you know what? Nobody, like my father said, hey, you know what? Nobody promises you anything in life. And what was it that my mother said? If life were fair, we'd all be Nelson Rockefeller. You know, so. Hey, I don't know if Sasha is still on here, but the Bitcoin is going back up. It's gained quite a bit in the last 2 days, which might not be a bad thing. So anyway, we got that drama out of the way. It's 11:47. I'm going to go for 13 more minutes, and that'll be an hour longer than I wanted to go, but I got a little bit excited. I'll admit it. Yeah, well, maybe, you know, if he did something good on his channels, something aside from trying to sell cream, I mean, you know, maybe he'd make money at it. I don't know. What's it at? Right now, it's at 2 hours and 48 minutes. So I figure I'll just do the 3. I'll round it up to 3, and that's it. Cash went from 220 to 360. That son of a bitch. Wow. What about Litecoin? What is Litecoin? I've been watching this. What about BitCash? What do you think about BitCash? I'm kind of curious to know. Where's Litecoin at? Son of a bitch. All coins. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, this is the thing. It's like, if somebody goes up to, and I always use him because, you know, he's making bank. But if somebody goes up to Conor McGregor or Floyd Mayweather or Donald Trump, and they go, so how much money do you have? How much money do you make? Why do you make so much? Why don't you give all your money away? You know, most people would go, because I worked hard for it. What people don't remember is I busted my ass to get to fucking Thailand. And I busted my ass to stay here. Bitcoin Cash up 12%. Litecoin up 5.7%. BCC. Yeah, it's BCC, Bitcoin Trash. Is that what it is? Is that what they call it? I just saw the song. I don't know if anybody saw it. Some rapper talking about Bitcoin Cash. And then, yeah, my mother, you know, my mother used to say MYOB. Mind your own business. And it's only in the last, say, well, since I had my kids, that I really realized what an influence my mother and father have had on me. Because, you know, I always remember that stuff. MYOB, you know, mind your own business. And this is what gets me all the time. You know what? So, here's the thing. Let's just say that I am an e-beggar. People start calling me an e-beggar. You're an e-beggar. Okay, so what? You want to call me that? You want to attach that label to me? And if people don't think that that's what I am and they appreciate what I give them, whether it's entertainment, information, you know, a kick in the ass, whatever it might be, an exciting adventure somewhere, then what does it matter what they call me? See, I don't give a shit what somebody calls me, really. But when it comes from that particular guy, I had to say something. But for the most part, like, okay, so let's say that PewDiePie, who, by the way, has one of the sickest computers I've ever seen in my life. That thing must have cost, I don't know, 5, 10 G's. Yeah, yeah. I saw that. I know about that. Um, but, like, let's say that PewDiePie, who knows how much he's worth. What happens if people say to PewDiePie, dude, why do you have ads up on your channel? Well, because I got 60 million people, and it helps me to have the life that I've always dreamed of having, and having things that a lot of people will never have in their life. I've already what's the word I'm looking for? Resigned myself to never owning a Ferrari. I'm not going to have a Playboy bunny wife. I'm not going to have that kind of lifestyle. Not that I really cared if I ever did. You know what I mean? If it happened, it happened. But, like, I didn't think to myself when I was young, I want to start a new magazine where I show vagina and I get filthy rich, and I've got, I've got 8 wives, and, they all live happily with me, and I screw every one of them, and, I'm doing all kinds of wacky shit with them. I just never had that kind of mentality, And I saw a guy the other day, and he said, I see these guys, and they go to Thailand. All they want to do is screw women. I've never had it that way. I want to have one woman, and I want to have good sex with her. That's enough for me. I can understand both sides, because you know what? I've been in both places. Yeah, mind your own fucking business. I love that. And the thing is it's like when you really think about it, half the time, I sometimes I think, why does the United States government stick their nose in other people's business? In its citizens' business, or in other countries' business. Sometimes I think that. And I just think to myself, if everybody just minded their own fucking business, as long as they weren't, people know right from wrong. They do know right from wrong. Most people are taught right from wrong. There are some people who don't, but most people do. If most people did the right thing, and they didn't do the wrong thing, and they had a little integrity and character in their life, I think the world would be a better place. I guess that's my whole, the world would be a better place. Now, who was the guy? Where is he? Yeah, well, this is the thing. Nosy pricks. That's exactly what it is. And, some of the people that I used to deal with in boxing and other parts of my life, other genres of my life, when I was younger, I knew a guy, he was part of the Colombian cartel, but he was low on the totem pole. And, he used to tell me all the time, if you need to know something, then people will tell you. You don't have the mentality that you got to go and ask and know everything. And, in Thailand, like the other day, we had this driver, and I posted this on Facebook, where I was sitting there going, oh, God. Because I felt like shit, but I wanted to get this bookcase up because I thought, there's books laying all over my room. I want to get it cleaned up. And this driver, he was, wasn't that he was a guy who was trying to be intrusive. He was just the kind of guy that was a little too talkative, and his comments and questions were a little too invasive for my comfort. But he was asking me all kinds of things, like, where do you come from? So, you like Thailand? How much do you make here? Are you retired? Are you this? Are you that? He's asking me all these fucking questions. And I'm like, hey, I wanted to tell him, hey, listen, dude, I feel like shit, and I really don't feel like answering your fucking questions. But, instead I just answered the questions that I didn't think were a big deal. Like, where do you come from? Not that it's any of his fucking business. But okay, not a big deal, right? And then the rest of the questions, I ignored him. I just fucking ignored him. I just won't say shit. And, sometimes doing nothing is the best way to get things done. So, and here in Thailand, let me tell you, you get involved in some guys. Some guy's got a fight with his girlfriend out in the street. I mean, you know, if he's beating her half to death, of course, you know, you might want to step in and say, hey, dude, you know, Jai Yin Yin, you know, get it apart. Or you might want to get together with a couple guys and break them apart. But for the most part, you know, here, a lot of times you just, you know, leave it alone. Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be nice. Although I just don't, I don't think somehow I don't think my mother would like that. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not, they want to know, I mean, like the lady across the street's the same way. Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you going there? Oh, is it expensive? And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. And you see, this is exactly what I mean. I don't want intrusive people in my fucking life. And you know, granted, I choose to be on YouTube, but you know what? His ass is banned now because he's too fucking intrusive. You know, it's like, how many times has your wife came in, you know, in the last week, Scott? How many times have you come? It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. It's none of your fucking business, man. You know, there are some things that are just, you know, you just off limits, you know. Wish I had the balls to move to Thailand. I want to get away from America. Well, you know what? Don't stop saying you wish and just start doing it. Put it into action. Figure it out. Nowadays, you got a lot more options, you know, than most people. Oh, Jesus. I remember this. Let me see here. Do it, spot. I mean, I have to take the approach of time. I'm just saying, just as a Thai woman do. Recognition, but no. Yeah, exactly. Oh, hey, Gilbert, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of like, oh, okay, all right, never mind. It's kind of like, don't ask, don't tell, you know? I don't feel the need to know what everybody in there are people that I know here, I've known them for, you know, 20 years, almost 25 years. I still don't know what the hell they do to make their money or what they did to make their money. Some of them are retired. I don't know what they did. There are people, they don't know what I do that made me some of the money that I made. They may think they know, but they don't know. They ain't got a fucking clue. And I don't think it's anybody's business. You know, if the law wants to know, well, then come fucking check it out. I don't care. I'm not doing nothing wrong. You know, I mean, like, that's the way that it should be. I think, you know, there's no reason why everybody has to know everything. My wife knows enough about me already, you know. I mean, yeah, I don't want to know. That's the thing. I don't want to know. But I've been around some people that, you know, some of them were fucking scary people. And if you went up to them and you went, hey, so how much did that thing cost? How'd you manage to get that much money together? I don't know. Do you have a good job? What, do you sell diamonds? You know, I mean, it's like, fuck. Some of these people would look at you and they'd be like, why the fuck are you even talking to me? You know. Let me see something here. Oh, wait a minute. Gain knowledge in the facts of life you never knew or never thought of. Its truth, knowledge is power. Its truth, knowledge is power. Oh, God. This crazy world we call home. Oh, God. Oh, so he's the guy. You know what? Now I got it. What is this? Bang. I don't want to know. Bang. Agreed, Kunba. I can move, saved a lot of money, but still worried about it. Do a trial run. Yeah, I mean, you know, what's the problem? Some people just don't have a clue, man. They really don't know, you know. They don't understand passive income. They don't understand, investment income. Well, I do think it's kind of, sometimes people are trying to make small talk. They don't talk. They don't know what else to do or to say. They're sitting there. It's like, have you ever been around a woman and she's gorgeous and you want to say something to her? You're sitting there and you can kind of see that she's kind of like looking and smiling, giving you a little smile, and you're kind of like going, should I say something to her? I don't know. What should I say? I don't know. And, what are you going to say sometimes? How about hello? Hey, how are you? That's kind of non-intrusive. But if you go, hey, so you're hot as hell. You got a man? Huh, baby? Anybody humping on you? I'm interested in you. Imagine, how they feel. Person you just want to meet wants to know everything about you. Yeah. I don't get it, I don't get it. Oh, God. Well, it's been a fun one. That's for sure. I mean, every once in a while I need to vent a little bit. You want to talk to he or bed her? I think that was hey, you got your clothes on? You're fully dressed? Okay, come in. You can come in. Usually he's walking around in his underwear. It's a gym. What's that? The Tiger Muay Thai or the Tiger MMA or whatever it is? Where are you? How come you're not in the picture? There's a lag. That's why. There's a freaking lag, man. There we go. Lower your head. Get down here. Good morning. You finally woke up? 12 o'clock? At least you're not in your underwear. You slept in that, didn't you?
Yes.
What's Nicholas doing?
I don't know.
He's chilling?
I guess.
Do you guys want to do something today?
We're already going to do something.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
What are you going to do?
The guitar place at 2:30.
You got to go at 2:30 to the guitar place. Ooh. Because we got a grocery delivery coming between 2 and 3.
I guess Nikki will be here then.
Oh, you guess Nikki will be here? Well, I guess maybe I'll go with you. Come on Discord later if you want to sort some Steam stuff out. No, he's got school tomorrow, and then I think school is out, right? Then you're done? Yeah. And same with Nicholas. One more day. Okay. Shopper started shopping for my stuff. All right, so what we're getting is, oh, man.
What?
Son of a bitch. They don't have any paper towels. It's good your dad likes to kiss you and show you love. Yeah, it is good, huh? Mm-hmm. Although you're embarrassed now, aren't you?
No.
Yeah, this is live. We're live on the air. Hopefully they will replace my Scott towels with another package because we need paper towels. Cornflakes, Kellogg's Cornflake breakfast cereal, 1 box. Nestle Honey Gold Flakes breakfast cereal. I think I got 3 boxes because they're small boxes. No, I got 2 boxes. Milk, 3 bottles. Tipco Valencia orange juice, 3 boxes. So that's like 3 bottles. Tipco Me mixed apple, pomegranate, red grape, and mulberry juice, 1 box. Natural premium organic cucumber, 1 package. Ah, shit. El Charro flour tortillas, out of stock. That sucks. Mainland tasty cheese, 181 baht.
Gotta go brush my teeth.
All right, you go do that. Say goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Linguine, 77 baht. Prego Italian sauce, traditional, 165 baht. And 2 packages of McGarrett fruit muesli cereal, 1,503 baht. But what I want to know is if they're going to replace the stuff. They're supposed to replace the stuff Replace the stuff that doesn't show up. Where's my... What is this? Oh, well, wait a minute. Oh, so the replace... How come it shows that... And now it shows that it's there. So there's only one thing out of stock. He's getting there. That shirt's a little bit big for him. But, yeah, he's getting there. It looks fine on him. I mean, you know, he's fine. Nicholas is also... Because Nicholas is bigger than Alex is. How's the real estate business? You got me. You got me because I don't have the money right now to buy any real estate. And until I do, you know, once I do, I mean, we look around, especially my wife. She's constantly looking around. But, you know, I think probably we kind of need to wait until, A, we have more money, and B, my kids are in university or out of university. And I don't know yet. But, man, I don't know about, you know, Bangkok, you know. And then if you live somewhere else, it's like, what's going to happen? I'm going to live there. She's going to live here with the kids. Or, you know, that kind of thing. You know. I don't know. And as far as the tortillas, I hope they give me something else. They're supposed to. You know, I almost never let them. They give you the option. Let the shopper choose an alternative. Or you either just get what you get and that's it. Shit. No, the stream is not down. Shit. Yeah, they pick something else for you. You get nothing, and they just don't give you anything. And I forget what the other option is. Let me see here. And then what they do is they just take it out off your card, or you can give them cash. It's really good, man. 10 grand or less? Come on. You talking about what? An old wood shack? Yeah, I'm not into going and having 20 houses under my let me write something back. Let me write this back. When I've you know, the stream is up as far as I know. It looks like it's up. Is it back up for you now there, Gilbert? Maybe it is down. Nobody's saying a word. All right. I got 5 more minutes. That's it. I've already went way beyond what I was going to go thanks to Oh, you know what? Maybe I should change the settings, though. I don't know why it does this. Oh, there we go. Anybody? Can you talk? Oh, there we go. Spotlight. What is it? Especially if it's a Section 8. Oh, Jesus Christ. All of this happened at once now. All these. Flint. Yeah, I don't want to live in Flint, Michigan. Sorry. I want to be able to drink the water a little bit, or at least wash my face with it, and not have to worry about, you know, morphing into some kind of a Incredible Hulk or something. Memphis is cheap too, but 10 is too low unless it needs rehab. Well, I believe Memphis is cheap. The question is, do I want to live in Tennessee? 30 to 50,000 is the sweet spot, especially if it's Section 8 spot. What? Why doesn't the government buy them for the home? Buy them for the homeless. Because the government doesn't give a fuck about us. That's about it. Okay, hey, take it easy, Twa. Good you could join us here. Steam works, Stream works fine. Spotlight, it appears that way. Well, yeah, I don't think the government really cares. Lagging big time. Yeah, I know there was a lag, and you know, I just changed the settings, so it seems like it's working better now, but I don't know. What do you mean, 11? Now, you can own the houses without living there. You just need a solid property manager. Long as it was lagging for me, well, now it's fine. Yeah, I changed the setting in the OBS, in the converter thingy, encoder, and it seems to be working better. Yeah. It's really odd because you know what? I'll tell you, oh, you know what it is? That's what it is too. See, yesterday I was on my kid's computer and I plugged in the Ethernet to that. I've only got one line from the router that's the landline. I plugged into that and I used the Wi-Fi on my computer, and the Wi-Fi was really slow. His computer was a little slow because the game he was we were playing was too much for the computer, I guess. But now I think I've got the landline plugged into my computer, and then I've also got Wi-Fi connected to it, and it doesn't seem to be working as well when you have the Wi-Fi on and the landline on. I don't know why. Maybe I got no idea. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, well, see, I'm more concerned about Thailand. I'd rather, at least in my mind, I think since I live here, I would rather live in Thailand. I'm just going to keep going. As long as everybody wants to yap, I'll yap today. I'd rather think I think I'd rather live in Thailand. And so if we could buy a house and pay cash for it and have a piece of land, then that's great. But preferably, I'd like it to be in a place where there's not a lot of people around, and people don't just think they can just come right in and walk over to my house and come right up. Hey, how you doing? You want some of my chickens? That's a studio. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I mean, as much as Hawaii is nice and everything, I don't think I could live there. It's too expensive. Not that I don't like Hawaii or anything. Got anything against Hawaiians? None of that. It's just it's too expensive. That's the good thing about Thailand is for your money, you do live a little bit better than you'll live elsewhere for less. Yeah, I want to have some privacy. That's pretty much what it is. I want to have privacy. I need that privacy. And you see, like right now, I as much as I bitch and moan about having privacy, um, do I have privacy right now? I mean, you think about it. Most of the time, I mean, I'm in my little room here and I don't hear anything, nothing. Now, if they start drilling next door or they're going down the street with some loudspeaker, that's different. But, it's not that bad. So, I mean, part of me goes, hey, listen, you know what? As much as you want a piece of land, maybe that should be secondary to have a piece of land and then have a place out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe what you need is to have a place like a townhouse or something in the city somewhere quiet. And then if I ever have enough money after that, then I can buy a piece of land out somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and, that can be my home away from home or so. I don't know, It fluctuates day to day, I think, differently, Section 8 tenants are well behaved or else they can lose their voucher. Internet, social media, everyone's life is out there. Yeah, well, see, the way that I want it is I want my life to be way, way out there, and I have the internet, and that's it. I want to be close enough to where I can go somewhere, like I said, 2-3 hours, boom, I'm there. 2 hours is 2 or 3 hours is probably good. That way you go, all right, Saturday morning I'm going to go down and go to the grocery store and stock up. And, before I do that, I think I'm going to go to a movie. And then I got to get something from the hardware store. You can do everything, on one day. And you go and hey, everybody, how you doing? Yeah, nice to see you. Yeah, that's old man Mallon. Yep, he's been growing that beard for the last 15 years. We call him Snowman Mallon because of his white beard. I mean, that's okay to me. And believe me, I have thought about Alaska sometimes. As opposed to Thailand. But, there's another place. It's a bit expensive depending on where you are. I don't know. I don't know if I can handle to live there, Nikki! Alex said hello. Now Nikki has to say hello. I used to live in Udon I don't want to live there again. Yeah, I really don't want to live in Isan. I'd rather live Chiang Rai on the west coast. I have to have a haircut. Otherwise, I start looking really scraggly because I'm bald. Like right now, I need a haircut. Yeah, I know Alaska's expensive, and I also know that while they give you oil money, they don't give you that much. It's not enough to make up the cost of living. And if you're out in the middle of nowhere, then you got to think, okay, well, how am I going to make money? I better have a ton of money. Thank you, wow, to whoever. I don't want to say your name. Let me see something here. Maybe he's got some little secret. Oh, wow. Okay, I saw that one. Yeah, thank you. Thank you from San Diego. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, wow. Tim sometimes in Thailand. Thank you very much. Wow. Today's been a good day, financially. Thank you very much, everybody. I mean, for me, it's been a good day. I don't know how much. Okay, I didn't want to say your name there, Tim, but okay, now that you're out there, I might as well. Thank you very much, San Diego. I used to go through San Diego, you know, to go to Tijuana and Ensenada. All my buddies used to go there, but I never went there. I don't know why. Is Thailand really cheap as some people make it out? If I'm an American, I can own a home for $20K and less. $20K? Wait a minute. Spotlight, you need to reword some things. Make it seem, if I'm in America, wait a minute, is Thailand really as cheap as people make it seem? If I'm in America and I can own a home for $20K and less, Thailand is not all that cheap. That's my opinion. You got guys out there who will swear you can live for $500, $1,000 a month. And you can. But think about something. The average Thai wage now, because I just looked this up, it's 14,000 baht a month. Okay? Now, you get guys, you know, you get maybe two people together, and they're making about 30 grand a month. You know, a man and a wife or whatever. And they can live okay. But are they going to live great? No. Are they going to have a hard time buying a car? Yes. You know, I mean, it depends on what they want to own and how they want to live. Do they want to live in an old Thai-style wooden house? Well, then you're going to live for cheap. Or do you want to build a house that costs you 5 or 6 million baht or 10 million baht? Guess what? You're not going to have that much money. It's not that cheap. And I mean, you know, like, listen, I just went over it. Where is it at here? Oh, shit. Did it go back? Oh, no, it's back up. All right. Where's my thing at here? Okay, I'm going to go over an old... Let me see if I have this. No, I don't want to do that one. Let's go back a ways. Let's go back to November. Now, this is November. Okay. 2 12-packs of water, 94 baht. That's about $3. Golden Phoenix jasmine rice, fresh. There's 10 kilos, 418 baht. Tipco Valencia orange juice, 2 boxes, 130 baht. That's, I don't know how many milliliters or whatever. The 2 liters of milk was on sale, and they were 86 baht each, so 172 baht. With the delivery, that order was 854 baht. Now, that's not all that much, but I know I had some bigger orders. Shit, that's illy. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's cheaper. It's not necessarily cheap. What do we got here? Okay, well, that's not that much either. Jesus Christ! I mean, I'm looking for something where I got a lot of products ordered, so I can. These are small orders. What I thought what did I order the other day? All right, 4 Gatorades was 100 baht. Kellogg's Honey Crunch, 3 boxes. They're small boxes. They're not big boxes. They're not like a box that's going to last for a week or two. They last, it'll give you like 2.5, maybe 2 bowls of cereal. 82 baht per box. And the Kellogg's tend to be the cheapest out of all the cereal, which is why we buy them. Gatorade, I already said. Sriracha, panache, chili sauce, medium hot. 570 grams is 44 baht. Now, that stuff tends to be cheap, and ketchup tends to be cheap here. 51 baht for a big ball of ketchup at 600 grams. Boiled shrimp, size large, 250 grams. That's 258 baht, which is, what's that work out to about? $8.20 or something? Man, there's a lot out of stock on this one. Jesus. Oh, this is the one I gave them a thumbs down. The one time I gave them a thumbs down because they came an hour and 45 minutes late. Yeah, you'll get, I mean, okay, yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. 4,000 baht a month studio apartment generally is going to be crap. We live in a 7,000 a baht a month townhouse, and, you know, the roof in the bathroom caved in. The roof in my room here still leaks, and I haven't been able to get the lady to fix it. It leaked a couple other places, and we did get that fixed. What happened to the floor? The floor, there was water under the floor. We had to get the tiles replaced. Now, I had to pay for that shit. The air conditioners, there's 2 old air conditioners. Actually, there's 2 upstairs and 1 downstairs, and none of them worked. So we bought 2 air conditioners. One for the bedroom, because you got to have cool air in the bedroom, you know. And then one for downstairs. You know, so. But, you know, you get guys online, not only guys who are, you know, vloggers who live in Thailand, but people who, you know, they visit and they talk about, oh, it's so cheap here. It's so good. Okay, well, there are cheap things here. But you know what? I can go and get certain things in the United States that are probably cheaper than they are in Thailand. So, you know, well, we actually didn't sign a lease here. The lady didn't want one. She gets paid in cash, and she never wants it transferred to her bank account. Unlike the last place where we lived, which was 6,000 baht, and it was a 3-bedroom house. Was it 3? 1, 2, 3. It was 4 bedrooms. It was a 4-bedroom house with a yard. And it was 6,000 baht when we first started living there. And then it went up to 7,000. So, let me see if I can do something here. Hopefully I won't get booted off here. Just give me a second. No. Stream seems to be pretty good. Wow. Let me just say something. This morning when I started the stream, I had 13,444 people as subscribers. No, I had 13,451. Now I have 13,444. Now, do you think that basically everybody came on, saw what I was streaming, and they said, oh my God, I'm going to unsubscribe to him. He's a dick. No, that's not what happened. What happened is you got somebody who got banned, and they had multiple accounts, and then they count as subscriptions. So all of a sudden it goes way down. That's what happens. What? They're coming with... Wait a minute. They're coming with an American way of life that it costs the same, if not more, in Thailand. If you come with a minimalist mindset, you... Yeah, well, I mean, Sasha, you know, from what you've told me, you know, you leave a pretty minimalist lifestyle. And I think that's great. I mean, you know, but you got no kids. So there's a, you know, that's obviously a biggie. And a lot of people who come, you know, when they're older, they don't have kids. They may have some bills from back home or something like that. I don't know. But let me see here. You know, I think you probably, when it comes to food, you live on the cheap. You know, you're not going out, most of the time you're not going out and buying big bags of shrimp or squid or something like that. And, you know, for me, that's the kind of stuff for us where, you know, we go out, and my wife will go out and buy 1 kilo or 2 kilos of squid or shrimp or whatever. You know, it's 500 baht, whatever it is, 1,000 baht, I don't know. You get scallops and stuff like that, you know, and you have a bunch of food. And for me, because we got 4 people. But it's gone. It's gone afterwards. But, you know, we got to spend that money. But I know that from, you know, like when you came and you bought your stuff for your motorcycle, that stuff costs money. That's outside of your budget. You know, so I've never said to people that I don't think it can be done. That people could live off of $300 a month if they really wanted. There are ways. I mean, like my wife has told me the story of her friend, and my wife told me about how she had lived at one point when she was in school, where, like you go and you get an apartment, and the apartment is 1,000 baht a month. It's just a tiny room. You have a shared bathroom, and that's it. There's no window. There's no anything. It's a tiny little room. Now, I don't want to live that way. You understand? I mean, if you're younger, okay, it's not a big deal. Maybe you're like, okay, I just want to live in Thailand. Good. Um, uh, even this place right now that we have now. Yeah, but the difference, Sasha, is that you have the means to where if you want to go and do something and you want to spend some money and be able to live good and have a taste of the you want to have something, you want to have a really good meal, and you don't care if you're going to spend 500 baht on it, you can go do it. But what a lot of people think is, oh my God, I'm going to come over there and I'm going to live off of this much every month and everything's going to be fine, and they ain't got a pot to piss in. You know what I mean? And that's where I think people get tripped up. Oh, I don't need any medical insurance. I'll just pay for everything. Oh, really? Okay. A lot of people, they can't afford to pay $25,000 or $30,000 if they get into an accident and it costs them up the yin yang. Or it's going to hurt, or they may not be able to stay in Thailand. So, there is part of me that thinks about living back in the United States as I get older, because I have medical insurance. I have medical coverage, rather, with the VA. I've been thinking about upgrading my health insurance here, because I don't want to be in a position where, I've got to, I had to eat rice with crumpled seaweed from a bag of seaweed chips because my fake Navy SEAL roommate was always broke, and I had to support him every end of the... I didn't know it was that bad, dude. Oh, God. Yeah, I didn't know it was that bad. But yeah. And that's the thing. You want to have a roommate. Well, you know what? I don't know how old you are, Kern. But like for me, it's not all that hard. But sometimes stuff comes up, and if you don't factor that in, then you end up robbing Peter to pay Paul. You blame me. Shit, I told you guys, what are you moving? Well, first of all, I said, why are you moving all the way out there? And second of all, I was very surprised that you two were moving in together. I was like, okay, I guess. Because for a while there, I thought, oh, well, you guys are turning out to be better friends than I am with him or I am with you. I was like, oh, I guess you guys are great friends. Okay, if that's what you want to do. But see, for me, I don't want to live with anybody. I'd rather live in the 1,000 baht a month, shithole and be alone than live with somebody that I really don't know all that well. But either way, I mean, let's face it. A guy goes out. What's cheap? How much is cheap? Because I can guarantee you that whatever you're finding in Pattaya, I could probably find it in Bangkok for just as cheap, or make it. It's not even that, man. It's not, because I mean, like I can go out and have a nice fish lunch. It costs me 129 baht if I really want to eat that. And what's that? $4. It's about $4. Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of where I am right now. I don't particularly like going out to eat. I don't always want to go out all the time. I don't know what it is. I lost that desire to, I've got to go out, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to go here, I've got to go there. That's how it used to be. And it's not that way anymore. And, I'm glad. And I think my wife is like that. I mean, on the weekend, we'll say, oh, should we go out and get something to eat? And, should we go somewhere? And most of the time we're like, nah, you know what? We got this in the freezer. We got that. And, let's just eat at home and we'll watch. I mean, sometimes we watch like a movie or a couple of movies, Yeah, and I mean, there are places that you can get like a good breakfast in Bangkok for, 100 baht, something like that. What was this? Yeah, my parents are still in the in the United States, and as much as we really, I even said to my mother, hey, we're thinking about coming home. Is that okay? I just want to make sure that the schedules and everything. Yeah, if you want to come, it's okay. And you know what? We started figuring it out, and we're like, unless I say to my mother, hey, could you pay for a ticket? Could you pay for 1 or 2 tickets? It's too expensive for us right now. We I told my wife, I said, what we need to do, we need to make sure that we put a little bit away, and we just put it away and put it away just a little bit. It doesn't hurt, and in another year, we got the money. It's very easy on us, as opposed to, shit, we're going to have to, take 30,000 of this money and 50,000 of this money, and, and then the next thing you know, you spend 150,000 baht, you spend $5,000. And what I said to my wife, and, she didn't particularly like to hear it. No. You can get a ticket for, if you really look hard, I mean, it depends on the time of the year, you can get a ticket for about 800 bucks. But normally it's about 1,000 or 1,100. And then you want to have some spending money, and we got kids. So 4 people, 5-6 grand. And I was like, hey, you know what? As much as I'd love to do it, what could the money be better spent on? Well, we want a house, we want this, we want that, and we really don't have the 5Gs just to, go. It would be it would be very tight. It's better just to not go. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a wedding. You're like, oh, I want the wedding of my dreams. It's $100,000. And you got like 2 grand in the bank. You got $2,000, and you got maybe, you got your retirement fund. And that's all the money you got in the world. And you're like, oh, I want $100,000 for my wedding. What's the point of that? See, I never got that either, So, yeah, it's a fucking waste of money. And, I learned my lesson. I tell my kids all the time. And, like Nicholas has said to me, you know what? I'm not getting seriously involved with any woman until I make sure that financially I'm okay. I got some money put away. And Alex is like, I don't even want to think about that. I'd rather have the money. And, of course they do. Yeah, they do, but not generally. It just depends. Well, I mean, yeah, she has a good job, but that doesn't mean that we're gonna go and, I mean, that money still comes hard, man. I mean, it's like Alex and Nicholas both are probably gonna need braces. At least Alex. I mean, now Nicholas is in piano. He's playing piano. Alex is playing guitar, and Alex plays guitar at both places. So, we got that. Then university is coming up for Alex. And this is the thing. When you're younger, you think, oh, I got to have this. I want to have that. Now, like me, I'm like thinking, I really don't even want to give Starbucks 60 baht now, because if I put 60 baht away, at the end of the year, I'd have, like a couple, maybe $1,000 or something, or $800. Yeah, braces here are expensive also. They're about between 2 and 3,000, depending on where you go and if you do them right. But Alex probably is going to have 2 of his teeth pulled out. So, that's another thing. And then, Nicholas, he had a retainer. Now he's lost his retainer. Now we got to send him to the dentist. And, I need to go to the dentist. And I need a checkup. And, that's why I'm like, if I don't generate a positive cash flow from a trip, then I just won't go. It's stupid, And sometimes I think, when I was younger, say 5 years ago, yeah. Well, Alex has already been thinking about working. I told him, I said, hey, maybe we can fly you home and you can work in the U.S. for 3 months or something, 2 months, make your money, then stick it in the bank, So, and I put a little bit away every month for the kids. But, even that's a little bit, I'm like, I want to give it, I do want to give it, but, that's money I won't have, I can't touch. So, it's always about that, it's always about the money. Unless you're really making a lot more than it costs to live. That's a basic thing. Make more money than you spend. And fortunately, we do. And fortunately, well, you say that Thai wages are too low. Yeah, I would agree they're probably a little bit low. But I guess I'm fortunate in one way, in that my wife has a decent job and she makes better money than the average Thai, but she busts her ass for that money. And sometimes she gets pissed off and about she doesn't feel she's getting what she's due, and it's the same thing as back in the U.S. It's like I'm working my ass off. I work 12 hours a day, and yeah, they give me a decent wage, but you know what? It ain't good enough. So yeah, that's why listen, if I had it my way, nobody would need money. You'd just be able to get what you needed, and then, once in a while you'd have credits and you'd get, you'd be able to get whatever you wanted or something like that, but that's not how it works. Well, she works in the, what do you call it? It's the hotel business. What do you call that? She does contracting for hotels. I forget what it's called. There's if you get your degree or whatever, it's something, hotel management and whatever, Ugh. But that's what makes it affordable for us. Yeah, the hospitality. Yeah. And she's a little bit different than that because she does the contracting for places like Agoda and Booking.com and those kind of places. She's the one who helps buy all the hotel rooms that they sell. That's kind of what she does. And you know what? I don't always understand it, exactly what she's doing, and I don't want to. She doesn't understand what I do, and what I've done in my life. She doesn't always understand all of it, but it doesn't matter. End of the day, it's about being comfortable. Are you comfortable enough to where you're not miserable? I think that's what was that? The one guy said, what do you think the purpose of life is or something? I said, make it to the end. I think it's just, to have a good time and be comfortable and live and be fairly happy in your life. You know what I mean? But you got to figure that kind of stuff out. Yeah, you know what? I've been thinking about that for months now. And the main issue I have with that is that they're a dime a dozen. They're everywhere. And, you know, I'm not going to make any money telling somebody to go to the Grand Palace. You know, here, I got a tour for you. You can go to the Grand Palace and here and there. I probably do better just on YouTube. You know, now if I do stuff where people, I'm like, hey, listen, this trip costs 4 G's, 5 G's. You know, it's $8,000 to go, kind of like on the trips that my mother has been taking, and you've got a group of people, then that's different. You know, I just don't know. I don't know if I have that in me. I don't know if I have that energy in me, that drive in me to do it. You know, and I just think, you know, I don't want to be in a position where I'm worse off than I am now. Which is always a possibility. And at my age, I don't want to be in a worse off position. I don't have the energy to, you know, like, bust my balls day in and day out and take shit from people and, you know, do all that kind of stuff. I don't know. You know what, Holly? I'm not worried about it, you know. I'm not thinking about, you know, that kind of shit. We're comfortable how we are now. Can you buy a house in Thailand with 20,000 US dollars? You can, but the house is not going to be all that great, and it'll be small. And especially, you can buy that kind of house out in the countryside. Yes, you can do that. Yeah, I know I am. You feel better now? You feel better? Oh, don't you feel better? Douchebag. Dennis, you gotta wake up, man. I shouldn't have to do that. For whoever it is. Dennis, I think, is having a hard day. Let's see here. And by the way, Sam, you know, I don't know what's going on between you and Dennis. But, you know, you guys don't have to be fighting, man. I mean, serious. Sickle and all, it's no problem. You're like the backup, and so am I, you know, but, you know, I understand, whatever, it's late. But, you know, Sam, you don't need to be fighting with Dennis, man. Come on. Is it that big of a deal? Is it that important in your life? You know, to have a go at him or vice versa? I mean, just let it all go, man. Let it go. You know, just sit there and go, shabba dooba 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 dooba, and, you know, everything will be okay. Okay. Well, I don't know. Let's, you know. I'm not going to say anything else, okay? So, got 10 minutes left. Let's make good use of it. Maybe I should have a couple shots of tequila. No, not now. It's too early in the day. I got too much to do. Wonder what my next book is going to be to read. Well, Dennis, I'm just telling you, man, listen, I can bring up whatever the fuck I want. And you know that. So don't tell me not to bring it up. Okay? I'm assuming it's an issue because I've heard otherwise. And all I'm saying is, if you guys have some kind of an issue, I don't know what's going on between you guys, what's been said. I frankly don't give a fuck. But all I'm saying to you is, you know, if there's anything going on, I would appreciate it if you, you know, just let it go, any of the shit, because I have heard otherwise, okay? And, you know, you come in here, you're always fairly respectful, there's no problem, so just let it be that way. Okay, well, I guess what I'm saying is please just keep it that way. Because, you know, I don't know, I'll have to talk to Dennis, all right? Maybe things have cooled down, I don't know. I don't know, and frankly, I don't give a fuck. I just don't want to have to... Okay, well, get over it. I'm not giving you a hard time now. I said I let it go, okay? Don't order me around in my own channel. Really, please. I mean, you know, give me a break. Now, there's another reason. Let me tell you something. There's another reason why I don't try for sponsorship and try to be Mr. Nice Guy and Mr. Mr. Rogers on TV here, on YouTube here, like on TV. There's a reason why, because that's not me. And I don't want to be that way. I don't want to change. Call me stubborn, call me old, whatever. I just want to say whatever the fuck I want to say. Okay, so let it go, Sam. It's done. The fuck? Stop going on about it. The point is, right now, what I was just saying, if I can get back to it, is that I don't want to have to change. I want to be independent. I want to be how the fuck I want to be. If I want to go somewhere, I'll trust my judgment that people will like where I go or they won't like where I'll go. It's that simple. There's a guy out there, his name, and I'll give him a little prop because he was in the military. What's his name? Michael Yon. I don't know if he still lives in Chiang Mai or where he lives. But, you know, he used to go around and do all kinds of stuff. He doesn't do that stuff now. He's the same way. I want to be independent. You know, I don't want to have to be under the thumb of some corporation telling me I can't say fuck. Or fuck you. Or stick it up your ass. Or whatever else I want to say. You know. Pretty easy concept to bring up, to figure out, you know. Man, it's been a roller coaster. Oh, God, Sam, stop playing the fucking, you know, really, jeez, oh, I've had enough, good luck. Whatever, you've had enough? You've had enough of what? I said let it go, it's not a problem. Jesus fucking Christ, Sam, if that's what your name is. I mean, whatever, I don't know who the fuck you really are, but it doesn't matter. What matters is what the fuck, dude? Get over it, man. Fucking A. If you want to go, Sam, don't let the door hit you in the ass. If you want to stay, you're more than welcome. All I know is what I've been told. That you got issues on other channels with fucking, with Dennis. Okay? Now, I don't think Dennis would lie to me. So that's why I'm saying, if you have any issues, you know, I'm saying it, I'm not trying to order you around. I'm saying, listen, you know what? I don't know what the fuck's going on about any of whatever the fuck the issues were or are or whatever. If they're done with, great. If they're not, I'm just saying, you know, I'm sure you have other better things to do. So, you know, try being nice to each other. Can't we just all get along? I mean, you know, that kind of shit. That's what I'm saying. Where's my book? I'll read for a few minutes. How do you all know each other? Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? Then go then, okay? I just fucking said let it go. Get over it. If you want to go, fucking go. Okay? I'm not going to... I've already said what I'm going to say. Fuck. Wake up, dude. Stop being so fucking thin-skinned. What do you want me to do? Fucking kowtow to you? You want me to kiss your ass? Would that be nice? Jesus fucking Christ, man. What is it with people? I don't know him from Adam. I just ask you nicely. If you guys fucking have some issue off of the channel, you know what? It would be nice if you just got along. You could try to get along. Work it out. That's all. What's so fucking bad about that, Sam? Trying to work it out. Just, you know, like, okay. I'm telling you what he told me. Now, I guess he's asleep. I don't know. But I'm telling you that what I've heard is that you have been fucking with him. And this is a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago. He said, yeah, you know, Sam is constantly fucking with me. What same conversation? Well, he's asleep right now. What he said to me, you know, maybe Sam is getting out of hand or something like that. I said, I don't know. He's never been bad on the streams. He's never really got out of hand. Why do I have to have this fucking drama, man? Really? Is it that much of an issue with you? You got an issue with me or you got an issue with Dennis? Seriously. Really, that's what I mean. So, I mean, like, Sam, would you like to put it in the past and just say, okay, listen, we don't have any problems. I don't have any problem with Dennis. Everything's cool. I'm not giving you shit. I'm just asking you a question. Okay, you don't have to like him. I understand that. I understand you don't like him. I don't think he likes you either. I think the feeling is mutual. Okay? Now, the thing is, Sam, is that I brought it up in this channel for a reason. Because what I said was, you know, maybe you guys could just not have this problem. I'll tell him too. I don't have a fucking problem. And, you know, he doesn't have his nose up my fucking ass or whatever else it is that you think or thought or whatever. Okay? I don't know what you think, and it doesn't really matter. All I'm saying is, all this bullshit, we don't need it, and he doesn't need it. Jesus Christ, man, you know, he's, you know, I don't know how old you are, but he's an old guy, man. He's in pain. He don't want to have to fucking deal with you on any channel. I don't know what the fuck his deal with you is. I don't know. I understand you don't like him. He doesn't like you. That's fine. Let's just move the fuck on. Okay? Wouldn't that be nice? We can just move on? Okay. So that's the end of it then. I won't say anything more about it, and you won't say anything.